Bob Ross builds a van.
Yeah, that's not funny.
Overall, I am incredibly happy with the solar shower.
All right, so today we're gonna build the solar shower. We went out yesterday and spent about an hour in Home Depot gathering all the parts.
Go, Charlie! What's Charlie going to do? Looks like he's heading for our turkey. No, he's heading back into the market.
And she's heading to the employees only section in the back. She's got a side of beef.
We have a 10-foot 3x3 PVC pipe because we're going to be working a little bit differently than a lot of people. We are putting our shower underneath our flatline Vanco rack rather than on top. The parts that we're going to be using are two, I think they're called Y connectors because they come at an angle, or T connectors if they come straight up. They have 3-inch fittings on each side, so it'll be on either end of the 10-foot PVC, and then each one of them gets a cap, and then these have female threads for a cap, which hopefully will retain the water, and if it doesn't, we'll seal it. But apparently that's nice if you ever want to clean the whole pipe out, in case it ever gets nasty or starts developing a smell or something. Having the cap you can take off so that you can run water through it is great. And then one side will be the water intake, probably this one, which will have a similar, exact same thing, a fitting with a cap in it, so that I can just unscrew this cap and run a hose right here from anywhere that I can grab water from and fill the whole tank. I haven't done the calculations, but it's probably somewhere around 6 or 7 gallons of water worth of storage. So this will be the back end, and on the front end, so the other thing, or the other one has a cap, just like the other one, with a screw on and just a sealed cap. And then the difference is this one has an adapter, and there's links for all of this in the description, of course. This one has an adapter, which then has a 1-inch, I think it's 1.5 or 1-inch female slot for an actual hose valve, just like you see around houses or in jars of lemonade at weddings or wherever you might see these, with just a simple shutoff valve. This will hopefully stop the water from flowing out. I mean, I hope that's what it's gonna do.
It's coming out of me like lava!
And then I will attach a hose to this, and the hose I'll just keep in the van for use either on myself or on other people, probably mostly on myself.
You are a sad, strange little man, and you have my pity.
The two last things are, we're gonna use these metal clamp rings, which just are grooves along one side that you tighten this screw, and the threads on the screw, which are always at an angle, slowly tighten this. And I think these are just big enough to fit around the 3x3 pipe and the crossbars of my flatline Vanco rack. And hopefully this will hold it and keep it from sliding off and doing something absolutely terrible that ruins a life.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I don't know. Were you thinking, holy shit, a
solar shower
almost went through my head? If so, yes.
We got 6 of these. I think we're gonna need only a couple of them, but we'll probably use all of them for a safety's measure. The last bit is we got white PVC. If you want warmer water, paint your solar shower black so that it absorbs more heat. I'm not sure how warm I'll want it or need it, but everyone's painted it black. My roof rack is black. Black is kind of cool. So we got this matte black or flat black spray paint, and we'll do a couple of coats on the outside of it. So we're gonna start by sanding down the main PVC and then connecting the front part where the water is gonna come out, and then we'll connect the back part after we spray paint the whole thing.
You can see I've covered half of the sticker that we need to remove, and it just so happens that I ate half the peanut butter on the way over because I thought I had too much.
So we're putting peanut butter on there was a sticker on the tube, so before we spray paint it, we're trying to get that off. Apparently peanut butter can help us do that.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
So we got our first piece in. Definitely had a lot of effort put into it. Now we will just put the cap in
and we will do the smaller version of what we just did right here. So same thing. All right, second one in. That's pretty tight in there. And then all that goes there is this cap, which I will drill a small hole right here, a very, very small hole for pressure release. I'm not gonna get fancy with any valves or anything. All right, so this end is put together pretty soundly. It's already hardened. PVC cement hardens really, really quickly. So we have both caps screwed in. Now we will put together the part that is going to dispense the water and actually attach that to the main PVC. Then we'll paint everything, and then we'll do the final part up on the roof. All right, so we have the faucet, which is going to be our hose connector, and which allows a shut off of the water from the main pipe. This is the adapter for it. The way to create a watertight seal, apparently, from what I've read, is to wrap Teflon tape around the metal part of the thread and then screw that in order to create a watertight seal. So the trick here is to run the tape the direction that you're, to be mindful of the direction that you're going to be turning it to screw it in. So if I'm turning it right to screw it in, then I want to run the tape that way. All right, so we put this in here. Next step is to put this into this, or we can put this main piece into here. I'm gonna do this one first. All right, that one went in much, much more easily. I think because I just applied my body weight directly from on top, and it went directly all the way in, perfect seal. And you can even turn it a little bit if it still needs a little bit more seal, but it's not turning, so that's great. Now we'll put this one in, just like this.
Do these little X's, see? Little X's.
overall, I am incredibly happy with the solar shower. Thank you, Elisha, for helping me make it. As you can see, we're on a little bit of an incline here. If you park your van so that the lowest point is the back of the tube where the water pressure is, it is much greater water pressure. This is actually amazing water pressure for what I thought I would get with this solar shower. This is unpressurized. This is just a gravity-fed shower. This is about a 4-foot hose and then just a regular garden connector with a couple different settings. This one is just the mist or like spray setting. Very, very happy with it. It holds about 6 gallons. The way that this is working is I only will need a couple of sprays here and there. Get wet, suds up, and then spray off with this and then just dry off, and just don't be too embarrassed when you're completely exposed in public. Highly recommend this solar shower. Links for everything in the description.